We enter the Snake Pit to start the 9 o'clock block on your SFL Super Sunday, with Vancouver travelling into Indianapolis to potentially separate themselves from the rest of the competition in the Pacific Division. Meanwhile, Indianapolis trying to keep pace with Minnesota in the Central. Huge game with huge playoff implications tonight, and alongside me to break it all down as it happens is the one and only Mr. Convention Sasquatch himself, Mickey Malillo. Mickey, good to be with you. What are the keys to this game tonight?
Well, Jacob, I'm sitting here. My fur is dyed green for St. Patrick's Day, but we've got a couple of keys here. First, as you said, both of these teams are second in their division, but the biggest key is going to be Indianapolis. Indianapolis is second in the league for points against. They've only given up 116 points in the first 9 weeks, but on the other side of the ball, they are 22nd in points for with 122. Including their bye week, that's an average of about 15 points per game. If Indianapolis wants to win this game, they got to get out of neutral, turn off the check engine light, and put some points on the board.
Well, at least one of these teams will be heading above 500 at the end of tonight. Both teams represented in the stats truck tonight. We've got Mark Lopez and Top Keeper keeping track of the numbers for us. Indianapolis with the leg of Top Keeper to send this one away. Vancouver will open up possession, and it will be returned from just outside of the end zone and returned up to the 24, and we'll introduce you to that Vancouver offense for Andy Hamilton's Vancouver Legion. Christian Brown, the quarterback, Robert Redford, the running backs, along with Pseudo Nakai, Sawyer Sterner, Matteo Bravado, Nick Lockett, Chris Sansieri, who was just on kick return duties, along with Brett Killian, Kendra Wells, Zorro Lunar, Cables McGill, and Stephen McMichaels make up the receivers and tight ends in the line. Mike Coverson, Roland Cordill, Gregory Wynell, and of course, Brunter Graham in the center position. I'll start off in a Twins look. In motion, one of the receivers outside. That's appears to be Lunar up top of the screen. Brown drops back, zips it across the middle. That's caught. Brett Killian off to the race. He's into it early, and it's a first down for Vancouver off the bat.
That's a great catch there by Kendra Wells. She just reached out her paw, been able to pick up that catch. Great first down for the first play of the game here for the Legion.
There you go. So how could I forget that Brett Killian is number 12? Kendra Wells has been a really good return for her this season. She was with Vancouver a couple of seasons ago, switching over from a previous season with Alamo City. She opens up proceedings here. Early pass, that's found again. Same direction, same target, same catch. Kendra Wells, back to back.
And great job there. Christian Brown, just a two-step drop back right there with a quick release, finding Kendra Wells on that post pattern and be able to pick up another first down for the Legion.
Good start for CB4, has found his second outside receiver twice in a row, and this Vancouver offense has flipped the field already. Motion the fullback out and an offset eye Twins look. First carry of the game. That's going to be angled to the outside. It's Pseudo Nakai on the carry. That picks up 3. This Indianapolis defense features Chad Rowland, Mac Dre, Robert Cherry, and Derek Jenko on the line, along with Adam Wiseman, Kenneth Gaston Jr., Thomas Matthews, Tally Mac Scarborough in the linebacking group, Ernest McRae Sr., Jermaine Menefield, Rick Evans, Mike Ryan, Jack Russell, and Melodius Manning make up the secondary. Second straight handoff. That time it's Redford. Redford breaks Evans' tackle, and he's eventually taken down before he could break it free by Jermaine Menefield. That was close.
Well, that was great. Robert Redford right there. You can see why he's a Hall of Famer. Being able to find the smallest hole through the line of scrimmage and being able just to juke his way through a little sidestep there, being able to go forward and pick up a first down.
3 first downs already for Vancouver, with only 4 plays of offense. Nakai gets another handoff again. Evans missed the mark, and a tackle made eventually by Tally Mac Scarborough, and there's an injury, and it is Scarborough who came up second best on that hit there, Mickey. That's important.
That's a tough blow to the Ramblers right there. Scarborough in the outside linebacker spot going down. Let's just hope he's okay and he can come back in later on this game.
Tally Maximo in his second season with the Ramblers spent 7 of his 9 career campaigns in London before moving over, and has been an absolute gem on the outside of that linebacking group. They will miss him for at least the next few plays. Handoff up the middle, Redford back to it, and another first down for Vancouver.
Vancouver's just been running on all cylinders here. They have picked up a first down, if not on first down on their first down, but on their second down. They haven't gotten to a third down yet this drive.
Seen elements of the pass and the run on this possession for Vancouver. It's looked good so far. Brown's going to go back to the air, zips it downfield. Wells has got 3 and a touchdown. What a drive for Kendra Wells.
Oh, great job by Kendra Wells catching the ball at the 1 yard line and knowing exactly where she was and being able to turn around and see the goal line, get in, putting 6 on the board for the Legion on this opening drive. Great job, Vancouver.
Just got enough separation from Ernest McRae Sr. for a third time, and she is well off the mark so far tonight. And Vancouver with an early score after a really efficient opening drive. And as you mentioned, Mickey, this Indianapolis defense has been pretty lights out across the course of the season, second to only Canton in points allowed per game, and they've been broken early. 7-play, 75-yard drive capped off by a touchdown throw from Brown to Kendra Wells for the opening score.
And with that drive, 75 yards, Kendra Wells alone encompassed 52 yards in that drive. So she was 2/3, 66% of that drive.
Connection has been established very well early. Indianapolis with their first possession. It's Devin Lloyd on return duties as usual, and he will be marked at the 26, where Indianapolis will take over for Adam Wiseman. The offense, Colin Pierce, the quarterback, Tino Sosa, and Christian Pierce, the backs, along with Joel Harlem, and the receivers, Rob Hunt, Devin Lloyd, Ryan Roosevelt, and Jeff Banfield. The tight ends, Randy Pierce, Jimmy Wint. The line, Jimmy Hayes and Adrian Marlowe make up the 2 tackles. First and 10. Pierce has a single back off to his left. It's going to go in that direction. Carry for the Fridge, and he will be stuffed at the line. In fact, dropped behind it. Good start for the Vancouver defense that features Lindsay Timsman, Bobo Cordial, Achilles Papatonis, Gerald Giudice, Michael Ruri on the line, Josh Farnsey, DJ Woods and Marquise Reed at the linebackers, the secondary, Emmanuel Blackman, Michael Lister, Zach Lay, Will Stern, Mark Lopez, Drew Hamilton, and JJ Winfield. Second play of the drive, that's caught by Roosevelt. Tough contact around him. He'll pick up 6. That makes third down a little more manageable.
That was just a great pass threading needle there by Colin Pierce, finding Roosevelt in the middle of a sea of white jerseys. And I got to give credit to Roosevelt there being able to catch the ball in the middle of all those white jerseys and pick up 6 yards.
Pierce drops back, rolls out, and he's sacked. Good pressure from the Vancouver line, and an early stop. Bobo Cordial gets a sack.
Oh, Bobo Cordial coming in, being able to get a big sack at the big time for the Legion. Now they're going to have to force the Ramblers to punt here.
Looked like the pressure was pretty good there from Vancouver, but Christian Pierce panicked a little. Colin Pierce, rather, tried to rush it out and succumbs to a 5-yard loss and an early punt from the leg of Philip Defield. Turned up past the 40. Good return there, in fact, by Sudo Nakai on punt return duties, and Vancouver will be spotted at halfway.
This is great field position here for Vancouver. They went 75 yards on their last drive. Now they only need 52 yards. 52 yards, which is what Kendra Wells did on their first drive. That's all they need to put another 6 points on the board.
It's absolutely right. Field position, absolutely important here. Handoff up the middle. Redford, early carry. That picks up about 13 or so and a first down.
You can see why Rob Redford is a Hall of Famer. He's just standing there in the backfield. He actually made contact with his own lineman there, but was able to see the hole right to the left gap and be able to hit it. And he picked up 13 yards, which what could have been a tackle for loss.
The Natural off to a good start in this one against this stout defense. Twins package off to the left, another run. This time it's just a straight fullback dive up the middle. And Mateo Pravado's only going to get one out of that one. Ernest McRae pushing from his corner spot to make the tackle.
And just a great job by McRae coming in and being able to spot that run play, fill that hole, only giving up 1 yard. That's probably the least amount of yards that the Legion have had on any down so far this game.
After the 1 yard gain, they try it again on the ground. That's going to get a few more tacked on for good measure, and a 7-yard pickup for Redford continues his efficient start to the night. Makes the 3rd and short.
3rd and 2 here. Again, this is the Legion's first 3rd down. If I were Vancouver here, I would keep it on the ground because they have had a lot of success with Redford and Nakai running the ball.
Joker's package here. They're going to motion the fullback from one side to the other. Handoff up the middle. Redford trying to make his way up the middle. Nothing happening. Good defensive read by Adam Wiseman, and that stops the drive.
A great job by Wiseman there, filling the hole. And I think that was Pseudo Nakai there on the run. And just Pseudo couldn't find a hole in that line to be able to get through to pick up the 2 yards. But great job, Adam Wiseman, to be able to stop it and force a field goal here.
Indeed it was Nakai. It's a chance to win, trying to hook this from right to left. He strikes it and likes it. It's up through the uprights. And Vancouver extend their lead out to 2 scores. If you're new to Simulation Football League, welcome. The SFL is football for everyone. Get off the sideline and start your player today by joining our Discord server at simulationfl.net. Click the join the community button and begin your career, or just meet the stars of the SFL on and off the field. It's never too late to get involved. Good start for the Vancouver offense.
Just a great start there, especially by two, and being able to just hook that ball right inside the upright.
No doubt, that was a well-struck field goal with the wind in mind. As Devin Lloyd opts not to return that one from the back of the end zone, and the Ramblers will try and get some momentum going on offense after that 3 and out on the previous possession. Offset eye, Twins to the top. They're going to motion one of these receivers down. It appears to be Banfield in motion. Short side handoff. Christian Pierce trying to get room again. He's met with good contact up the middle. That's Marquise Reed.
Vancouver front four right now is doing a fantastic job just stifling this run game by the Ramblers. They're being able to fill every hole, being able to see where the runner's going to be. I don't think that Indianapolis has picked up more than 1 or 2 yards per rush so far.
Handoff again. Harleman met good tackle. Up the middle, this Vancouver defense has had a really good start. Once again, Marquise Reed in on the run plug.
And Reed is just doing a great job coming in from the outside linebacker, being able to read those running backs and seeing where they're going and just being able to tackle them for 1 yard.
In motion, Rob Hunt from top to bottom here, 4 wide for Colin Pierce. Can he get a first down? Zips it. Incomplete. Good contact on the coverage from Zach Lay, and it falls away from Ryan Roosevelt, and a second straight 3 and out for the Indianapolis offense.
I'm not upset with Colin Pierce about that decision. Ryan Roosevelt, one of the top receivers in the league the past few seasons. He's usually one that can catch the ball in those one-on-one situations. He just couldn't get a grasp on the ball there. Was a little bit behind, but still a great decision by Pierce to throw to Roosevelt.
Second punt for Philip Defield inside of his own half. And it'll be fair caught at the Vancouver 41 by Pseudo Nakai. And Mickey, Vancouver have just settled into this road game perfectly.
Oh, they're doing a great job. They're in the snake pit, and they're just charming all the snakes here. And this is another drive where they've got fantastic field position.
I didn't know that Andy Hamilton was a part-time snake charmer, but so far, he's well and surely got a handle on this game. Twins to Browns left. It'll go to the handoff. That's Pseudo, and he'll pick up 3.
Yeah, just great job. Pseudo Nakai, only 3 yards. That's probably the least amount of yards we've seen on a rush so far by the Legion. But still, being able to pick up 3 yards, first down, 2nd and 7, keep that up. You're going to get a first down in no time.
Twins to the right of Brown. He's going to go to the air this time. Zips it. That's a first down. The first time he's found a different receiver other than Wells, and it's Brett Killian.
And Brett Killian right there. Great job. Shallow post route coming from the receiver slot position. Just being able to catch the ball, knowing exactly what you needed for the first down and getting over the line, catch the ball. Another 1st and 10 here for the Legion.
He was a tight end there, Mickey. That was an interesting sub. They had 2 receivers at the top, and Killian was moved in as a tight end. I mean, he's a big body, so it doesn't surprise me that was a successful ploy. Looks to be the same look here. He was folded in the blocker, and the run only gets 1 on the far side. Good read by Ken Gaston Jr.
It looks like Indianapolis is starting to read this run game very well, finding the running backs, being able to stop them right at the line of scrimmage. You just have to figure out how to stop this passing game by Christian Brown and the Legion.
2nd and 10 for Vancouver. Offset eye, receivers either side of Brown. He's going to throw to one of them, and Killian, it was right on his chest, but he couldn't hang on to it. 3rd and 10.
I think that was Nick Lockett right there. The 5-year veteran, first year with the Legion, just couldn't keep his hands on the ball to be able to get that catch, making this their first 3rd and long for the game.
Try it from just over halfway. Indianapolis needs to stop on defense. Brown rolls out, got good protection. It folded a little bit, and the pass was in a decent area for Lockett to try and reel it in, but it was a bit too big, and Rick Evans made good coverage.
And this is going to be the first punt we've seen by Vancouver. We got Hunter Smith coming out, seeing if he can get a good coffin kick inside the 5 to put Indianapolis way back in their zone.
Will definitely keep the momentum rolling for the Legion even without the ball. He's got good mileage on it, and it is fielded by Lloyd, and he's whacked at the 15. Good punt coverage there from Vancouver.
Yeah, great job.
Tough field position.
Very tough field position. I'm sorry about that, Jacob, but yeah, definitely tough field position there.
We'll get there. It's our first game together, and as long as I can remember, it's the chemistry is building. That's for sure. Fresh possession here for the Ramblers. Pierce will go straight to it, and he's found a receiver for a decent chunk of yardage. It's the other Pierce, Randy Pierce, for an 8-yard pickup.
Yeah, Randy Pierce right there. First time we called his name. The Pierce-to-Pierce connection is going to happen. You just got to wait for it here for the Ramblers.
Opens the playbook up here on 2nd and very short. The handoff will go to Christian Pierce, who hasn't had much love early, but he's got room here on the outside, and Reed had to pursue him out of bounds along with Zach Lay, and that's the best carry of the night. And a first down of the game for Indianapolis.
Great job there by Christian Pierce. Once again, Pierce in the past 2 plays, but he just put a stiff arm on his lineman and said, here, block him, I'm going around the end. He was able to pick up a huge run there.
Pierce rolls back. Great grab Brilliant work from Jeff Banfield, and it's a second straight first down chain mover.
Banfield right there over the middle. Always danger throwing the ball over the middle. You got so many defenders there, but just a great job just past the referee in front of the defender picking up the first down. Looks like the Ramblers are firing on all cylinders themselves right now.
He did really well to hang on to that one. It's some really tight coverage there, Banfield, and Indianapolis are on the move after a very slow start. Starting to fall into place here for the home side. Fresh set of downs. Pierce is going to throw again. Looks downfield. Got Pierce again. And Randy Pierce will run out of bounds after a gain of 12.
Be eyeful for the Pierce connection here. Colin Pierce, Randy Pierce, Christian Pierce, they are always a trifecta of damage when they're on the field and they're just in sync. And as you see right now, Randy Pierce and Colin Pierce are just together. The biggest plays so far have been Christian Pierce's run and Randy Pierce's catches so far.
Quarter done here in the Snake Pit. Indianapolis driving to try and open up their scoring account for this evening and close a 10-point deficit playing by Vancouver early. Game starting to open up here in Indianapolis. Ramblers driving to try and find their opening score of the game. They're on the precipice of field goal range. Pierce drops back, zips it. That was too hard to handle for Randy Pierce. That's his third target. That was a little too hot.
It looked like he was also tangled up with a defender right there. Wasn't able to get into his route to be able to catch the ball.
No harm, no foul, though. Second down and 10 upcoming. Twins to Pierce's right. Goes downfield. That's Banfield. He's had a couple of big grabs on this drive. That's the second of the possession, and he's picked up 15.
Great job, Banfield, coming over the middle. And Colin Pierce saw that one-on-one coverage, and he was just wide open, just outside the SFL red zone there. But they are definitely in striking distance.
Guy Clausen said it best. Indianapolis are marching down the field here. Pierce going back to it with a fresh set of downs. Looks downfield. Pierce overthrew him. He's been looking for Randy all game so far. Couldn't quite hit him that time.
Just a little bit overthrown there by Colin. And Randy was unable to get up there to pick it up. Randy, he is 6'5", but that was just thrown a little bit out of his reach.
Still hang on to possession though. Second and 10. Pro set offset eye. Hand off up the middle. Christian Pierce with the carry. That's his first in what's felt like an eternity, and that picks up 5.
Ramblers have been relying on their passing game, and it's been doing well so far on this drive. Christian Pierce right there just picking up 5 yards, getting them closer to the end zone.
3rd and 5. Collins got 3 wide, 2 backs. Runs back, swings it outside. Harleman, great grab. Pushes for the first down. Joel Harleman, what a play.
Oh, Joel Harleman coming from the fullback, doing a one-handed grab. You don't see that much from a fullback, but just a great grab, and then dragging a receiver for 3 yards just to pick up the first down.
We'll be getting a bonus after that one. That was an impressive effort. Pierce with goal to go almost. Oh, Roosevelt nearly had it. It was jarred free. Good coverage from Zach Lay.
Zach Lay right there. You're right. Great coverage. Hitting Roosevelt right as the ball was getting to him, so Roosevelt never had a chance to catch the ball.
Set it up again here with 11 to play to Twins to Pierce's right. Drops back again. Looks end zone. Too much on it, but it's PI. They'll be marked at the 1.
That is not good for Vancouver. Great job in defending right there, but now A spot foul in the end zone. Ball gets placed at the 1 yard line, and it's first and goal from the 1.
Zach Lay got it right on the previous play, but that time he took Banfield out too early. And now the Ramblers need just 1 yard to cross over the charity stripe. Offset eye, Joker's look. Single receiver, bottom of the screen is Roosevelt. Handoff downside. Christian Pierce walks it in with a dive to score Indianapolis' opening touchdown of the game.
Christian Pierce doing what he's been doing all game. Gets a little contact, but still keeps his eyes open and his legs going to be able to find the hole, being able to find it. He only needed 1 yard, but he used every inch of his stretch to dive into that end zone to pick up 6 for the Ramblers.
What a great possession for Indianapolis. Spanned quite some time as well. And they finally got on the board. Here with an extra point to come from the leg of Top Keeper, who is also keeping stats with us tonight. Swings it up through the uprights, and it's good to make this a 10-7 ball game. If you're liking the game so far, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There is no one else that gives you that much football. Don't miss a minute of SFL or SFLM action. Help the channel grow through your support. Vancouver looking to respond to that 12-play, 82-yard drive from the Ramblers offense as Zora Lunar checks in on return duties on that occasion. They spotted at 32.
Just a great job there by Lunar, just getting it right at the goal line, decides to take it out. Being able to pick up 30 yards on a return, giving them pretty decent field position to start this drive.
Vancouver will look to keep at it of what was working earlier in the ball game. No need to panic just yet. But we've got a contest here. Offset eye, Twins look. They're going to motion one of these receivers out to the bottom. Wells hasn't been sighted since that opening possession of the game. Brown's going to drop back. It's going to go in her direction. What a grab. Kendra Wells right back to it.
It's like you predicted that there, Jacob. Kendra Wells motioning from left to right, going to the outside spot, coming in on a corner route and being able to pick up the first down. Kendra Wells has just been on her game all game from kickoff to right now so far. Already 64 yards, and we're not even halfway through the second quarter.
Jermaine Manfield has been one of the best corners in the game this season, but there was not much he could do about that one. Killian motion this time. Could be set up to run here on this occasion, but Brown will pass. Swings it to the backfield, though. That's Redford. Redford beats Menafield. Tried to get past Wiseman, couldn't do it, but it's still a 9-yard pickup.
Rob Redford right there. Not only can he do it from just on the ground, but he's great at catching the ball, especially those swing routes right there.
Second and 1, playbook wide open here. 4-3 defense to counter this heavy up look from the Legion. Sawyer Stern moved across as a tight end. Handoff up the middle. Pseudo Nakai. Gaston held on for dear life, but it's a great carry from Pseudo. That's his best of the night so far.
Pseudo Nakai right there just only needed 1 yard, but decided to take defenders on a ride for at least 4 to 5 after they made first contact. And it wasn't just one defender. Pseudo had 2 defenders on his back to pick up more yards after picking up the first down.
Ground game clicking into place once again for the Legion. Twins in an offset eye. Brown will throw again. Brown zips it. That's incomplete. Looked for Wells on the outside, but Menafield won that one.
Kendra Wells right there. Definitely been the favorite target right now for Christian Brown, but the Ramblers secondary, they're all over her after that first that first drive, they've been keeping an eye on her all game.
Check that. It was Ernest McRae on that assignment that time. Brown, short throw. That's better. Caught for a decent chunk of yardage. Like Sawyer Stern there, the fullback subbed in as a tight end, and he picks up 8.
And that's one of the best things about the league is that you can put some of your bigger receivers or your fullbacks into the tight end position, knowing that they're going to be able to do the job. Fullbacks, they're known for blocking and catching, just like a tight end.
3rd and 2. Joker's set in an eye fall. 4-3 defense from Indianapolis. The handoff goes, and he got it. Pushed back behind the line of scrimmage, but Redford did get across the stripe. And it's a first down for the Legion.
One of the shortest rushes this evening for Rob Redford, but he didn't need much. He only needed 2, and that's exactly what he got. Now 1st and 10, just outside the red zone.
He's done what he's needed to do so far, Robert Redford. Brown's going to drop back. Pump fake. Christian Brown takes it himself. Spins. Fumble. Indianapolis have picked it up. What a mistake. Jermaine Menafield picks it up off the tip from Melodious Manning.
Oh, Christian Brown, I can't be upset with him. That was a great pump fake. He had eye on a first down marker, but just he's holding the ball like a loaf of bread there. When all of a sudden,
what a pickup.
Yeah, Melodious Manning came in, just knocked the ball out, and Menafield just was right there at the right place at the right time to be able to get that fumble, stop this drive, and now momentum has turned into Indianapolis' favor.
How about the awareness from Jermaine Menafield to pick that up? It was a good hit from Melodious Manning, but that's a highlight reel play. Banfield motioned. Indianapolis take over after a really good drive from Vancouver was snuffed. Pierce, he's going to try it himself. Christian Pierce with room to move. He slides in front of Lopez. That was better. And Christian Pierce has the best run of the night from the Indianapolis offense.
Christian Pierce right there. Drops back, looks down the field. Didn't see anything, and the pocket was closing in around him. Decided to take off, and Christian Pierce picking up 16 yards on that play. Just a great awareness by Pierce to know what he needed and what he had to do.
I sold you for one there. It was actually Colin Pierce. There's too many Pierces on this team. Colin's the quarterback. He had the rush. That's Christian that time. He picks up 2. And the Legion get a hold that time.
I apologize to Colin Pierce. Jacob said it. There are way too many Pierces on the field. I'm so used to Christian running the ball, but Colin, great job by you picking up those 16 yards.
Anything the fridge can do, he reckons he can do better, Colin. And he's shown it thus far. Colin goes back to the air, zips it downfield. Banfield, that was tough. Double coverage in and around him, and Mark Lopez gets up and makes the play.
Good job by Colin Pierce. He had trouble coming his way by the name of Bobo Caudill. If he didn't release that ball, that was definitely going to be a sack. Caudill was right on Colin Pierce.
4 wide for Pierce. 2 on either side. Drops back. Pierce downfield. Oh, tipped. Roosevelt might have been off and racing, but it's a good piece of coverage in the end from Drew Hamilton to prevent that from being a big play.
If Ryan Roosevelt right there was just looking at the ball, he might have been able to catch the ball off that deflection.
So it's a 3rd punt for Philip Defield. That turnover from Jermaine Menafield unable to be turned into points. And it's fair caught by Nakai at the 25, and Vancouver will have to go and do all that hard work they did earlier in the quarter over again.
Yeah, no. They just have to be able to drive down the field. They've got 76 yards to go, but we've seen this Legion offense be able to drive down the field, and they have been able to pick up yards on every drive they've had so far.
Wells motioned again. McRae tasked with picking her up on the far side. That's been the matchup to watch so far tonight. Handoff, though, up the middle. That's Pseudo Nakai, and he's jammed up after only a gain of 3 by Adam Wiseman.
Pseudo Nakai, just this rushing game right now by the Legion. We have seen something from Redford, Nakai, Stern. Everybody is just getting their hands on the ball to be able to pick up yards when needed.
Ace look from the Legion on offense, 4-3 from Indy on defense. Drop back, beautiful throw downfield. And Stephen McMichaels has his first catch of the game.
Oh, Stephen McMichaels just coming from the tight end position on a fly route, just going straight ahead. Great job picking up a first down. Now they're closer to midfield. They only got 50 more yards to go.
Big Mac has checked in, top tight end for this Legion offense this season. Back to it, flip field, handoff up the middle, Gaston all over Redford that time, but it's a 5-yard pickup.
Gaston Jr. right there, he did what he had to do. He hit the running back right at the line of scrimmage, but Robert Redford just decided to keep his legs moving, and he dragged Gaston for another 3 yards.
Handoff up the middle, Nakai this time. Great tackle though. Rick Evans made sure that wasn't a first down.
Rick Evans coming in from the cornerback spot, stopping them from getting that first down, but now it's 3rd and inches. Once again, I can't see the Legion going away from their running game to be able to pick up less than a yard here.
Ken Gaston's at his 6th tackle, picking up the slack from Tally Mac Scarborough, who we lost earlier in the game. We'll check his injury status at halftime. Joker set, they only need half a yard here. Handoff up the middle, Bravado is going to muscle his way forward and pick up a first down.
And that's what I was just saying before. The Legion are putting that ball in the hands of every single one of their rushers. Bravado right there, just get the ball. He was the 4th running back to be able to get it, and he got it, and he picked up a pivotal first down.
I have used all 3 on the ground game, and Sawyer Stern has had some receiving utilization as well. Pseudo Nakai almost broke free. Gaston had to hang on. That was almost 6 points to beckoning, but he was claimed after 9.
Oh, Pseudo Nakai right there. Just a great run by him. Being able to find the hole, going off tackle there, and just being able to pop to the outside and just break not 1, not 2, but 3 tackles right there. And then it did take Kenneth Gaston Jr. to be able to bring him down.
Blinken, you'll miss him, Pseudo Nakai. We'll see if Vancouver call a play before the 2-minute warning. They will not. Vancouver driving to extend their lead here. Second and 1 for the Legion, knocking on the door of the red zone. Offset eye, single receiver to the top of the screen, handoff up the middle. Redford's got room. Redford picks up a first down, and he's dumped after a gain of about 6.
This Legion offense is just on fire tonight. Coming down from our neighbors to the north, coming into Indianapolis, and just showing everybody here in the Snake Pit why they are one of the better offenses in the league.
Fresh set of downs here for Vancouver Twins. Turned into a pro set. Brown drops back, short drop back. Sorts it, and that's incomplete. Good coverage in the end there from a pair of Indianapolis defenders in Rick Evans and also Jack Russell there in coverage. First time we've called his name tonight. Normally he's a lot more involved on this defense, but it's been played outside of the numbers from Vancouver's offense, which has kept him quiet. Free wide for the Legion. Brown short drop back again. This time found an outside man, and it's caught by Nick Lockett for a first down.
Oh, Nick Lockett right there, just doing a great job picking up the first down. He's been targeted twice tonight and just hasn't been able to get his hands on the ball. Right there, great job, just outside the red zone. Now, Legion have it first and goal from inside the 10.
Goal to go. Brown starts us off in a gun. Drops back. Zips it all through hands and incomplete. That could have been anything. It was targeted at Stephen McMichaels, but it went through a pair of Indianapolis defenders before it even got to the end zone. Falls away incomplete.
I thought that was an interception all day, and if it was, that might have been a house call because there was nobody on that side of the field in front of any red jerseys.
Really risky. Gun again from Brown. Good protection. Zips it. Oh, it picked! It was almost taken in the end zone, but Menifield's got a second turnover of the game.
Menefield here. First he recovers a fumble, then he gets a key interception right here on the goal line. That was definitely a fight for the ball. And now Indianapolis has the tough job to go 99 yards in 57 seconds. Granted, they get the ball back in the start of the second half, but man, they've got some work to do if they want to put some more points on the board.
Well, they've got to get off the goal line first. Christian Pierce is almost in row A of the seating section, but Colin's going to throw. What a gutsy play! He's found Roosevelt.
Great job there by Pierce, throwing it to Roosevelt, giving him a little bit more breathing room. He's now not standing in his own end zone to throw the ball, risking a safety. Now he's got some room to breathe, and they still got some time to get down the field.
The fortitude of Colin Pierce to take a throw on the 1 yard line and execute. That is a massive play. And to pick up 15 yards pushes him right off the end zone. At the very least, they'll walk into the half without conceding any more points, you would imagine. Pierce is going to throw it again, though. Looks downfield. Oh, too big! And, Lopez. He would have wanted that one back. That could have been picked, and Vancouver could have been going back the other way.
Oh, Mark, you got to catch that ball. It was thrown right to you. You had it. It was overthrown by Colin Pierce right there, and it went right into your hands. If it hits your hands, you got to catch it, Mark.
Well, got the clock stopped, so they're going to have to try and do something again here. They got 3 wide. Pierce is going to drop back again. Oh, Banfield, that's some grab. 20 seconds and ticking. They are not in a rush to call a timeout or anything of that sort, and that should see us to halftime.
The way that the Ramblers are now driving the ball, just a great catch there, double covered on Banfield. I would think they would call a timeout just so they can see if they can get one big play here before they have, put points on the board before they get the ball back to start the second.
Well, the offense out. Do they call a play before the clock expires? Yes, they do. It's just a handoff, though, up the middle to Tino Sosa, and that will see us to halftime. Mickey, it's low scoring, but boy, has it been exciting. And Jermaine Menefield will walk into halftime having a career night with 2 turnovers. He saved what would have been an almost certain touchdown. I think everyone in the booth thought it was going to be a touchdown, and he got the turnover. And that's how we end things. 10 points to 7. Vancouver hangs on to the lead by virtue of that early touchdown to Kendra Wells and a field goal for chance to win. And that's how we end things in the first half. Mickey, talk us through what happened.
This has just been an exciting game. You're right, Jacob. It is low scoring right now. But the big thing right now is when you look at everything that's been going on, there is not one clear-cut player of the game or player of the half. If you had to give it to anybody, it would be Menefield with the recovery of 2 turnovers.
Benefield's certainly mine, but it is Kendra Wells who had that spectacular opening drive of the game that resulted in the Vancouver touchdown. But so much to play for in the second half. It's a 3-score game. As we return to the Snake Pit, these two sides have regrouped after halftime. And we'll see how they both respond. We'll get an update though first on the status of Tally McScarborough, who unfortunately has broken his arm. So his night is over. We'll be back next week as always in true SFL fashion. We've got the best doctors in the business, but for now, they're going to have to continue. But Kenneth Gaston Jr. has stepped up in his absence. Indianapolis, down by 3, will return the opening half kickoff. Although they won't. It will be fielded in the end zone. And Cameron Irvine has a game update from the other game on this block.
Thank you, Jacob. Jacksonville in Carolina tonight, the 20th meeting between these two long-term rivals. And Matt South finds Christian Bacigalupi in the end zone. Jacksonville's tacked on a touchdown. 14-7 Skyhawks up. 4 minutes to go in the second. Back to you.
Two entertaining games to headline the Sunday night here on Week 10. Handoff up the middle to Christian Pierce, and he picks up 5.
And the Ramblers are picking up right where they left off, picking up yards. They had trouble in the first half in their first drive. They started drive a little bit towards the end of the first half, but now they're still picking up yards here as they restart this second.
Handoff again outside. That's going to be a 2-yard pickup for Pierce, and again well read by Josh Farnsey.
I think that was Tino Sosa there on that, giving Pierce a little bit of a
probably
break.
Was.
It's all right. The numbers kind of mixed together a little bit, Jacob. But just a great job picking up 2 yards here.
It's only the second time that Pierce has had a spell out of the backfield. Pierce is going to roll out on the 3rd down, zips it across his body. Great throw. Finds double R for a first down.
Just a great job here again. The Ramblers are coming out firing. They are just picking up yards on all downs, being able to pick up first downs, especially when they need it on 3rd down. They're just doing a great job right now. After the first couple of drives when they stalled, they've just been rolling through these defenses.
Fresh set of downs for Colin Pierce here. 4-3 defense from Vancouver. Handoff up the middle. Christian Pierce has got room to move. Zach Lay had to hang on, but it's a great run from Christian Pierce that almost turned into a long-distance 6-pointer potentially. But Zach Lay gets back and saves the day.
Well, this time I'm going to say that Christian Pierce had a great run for the Ramblers, being able to hit that hole. And you're right, Zach Lay right there, just coming from the other side of the defense and being able to take Pierce down. If he wasn't there, Jacob, you were on the money right there. That was 6 points for the Ramblers.
This time it is Sosa in the backfield for certain. I've seen it this time. Harleman at the fullback spot. He will get the carry up the middle. Flag on the play. That's going to be a face mask. That's about as obvious as it possibly could get. DJ Woods there on that play is going to give Indianapolis a few yards to boot.
And that's just a tough call right there. Puts the Ramblers now in Vancouver's area, and they're 1st and 4 from the 40.
Six yards tacked on, and Indianapolis have got a short field here on 1st and 4. Christian Pierce outside run. That picks up 8 and gives Indianapolis another fresh set of downs.
And that was Josh Farnsey right there on the tackle, taking down Pierce. Just a great job there, coming in, taking him down. Christian Pierce has been dragging defenders the whole way, and Farnsey right there knew that and decided to get him up high and just take all his body weight and bring him down to the ground.
Pierce having a good night, averaging just shy of 6 yards per carry. Bit shy of Colin's 16 yards per carry, but it's still very good. Colin Pierce zips it downfield. Great grab! Randy Pierce has got his 5th.
Great job, Randy Pierce, the tight end. Again, we talked about it earlier, the Pierce-to-Pierce connection there. Randy's been a little bit quiet for half this game, but when he's there, he comes up big. 1st and 10 now for the Ramblers, right in the SFL red zone.
Randy Pierce officially 39 yards. So far tonight, Christian Pierce outside run picks up 1. Good read by Josh Farnsey.
Josh Farnsey right there, once again, tackling Pierce, making sure he couldn't go anywhere. It looks like Farnsey is just going to be eyeing Christian Pierce there on any time he gets the ball to make sure he can't get too many.
Fonzie looked over at his teammate, says, DJ, that's how you tackle. Pierce back to the air. Ryan Roosevelt, touchdown. Indianapolis leads.
Ryan Roosevelt, big catch right in the defender's face and just dipped his shoulder and pushed his way past the goal line, putting 6 on the board and then giving the Ramblers the lead.
Vancouver's offense stalled from the midway point of the second quarter, and they pay the price. Indianapolis have flipped the momentum on its head, and they lead here at home in the Snake Pit. As the extra point from Top Kiefer sails through the uprights, and we've got a ball game here, ladies and gentlemen, in the Snake Pit in Indianapolis. Mickey, we were talking about it in the pre-game. The 2024 SFL convention is headed to South Shore Harbor Resort in League City, Texas, just south of Houston, July 12th to the 14th, featuring live games, flag football, a golf tournament, tailgate, pool party, and much, much more. For all convention details, visit simulationfl.net/convention to reserve your room, see the event schedule, and more. As that return from Sunseri is fielded at the 25, and Vancouver will look to gain some momentum here on offense. It's been a tough I guess it was a tough second quarter. They started really well, and Indianapolis's defense took hold when it needed to. And now they face a deficit. Offset eye. Tweedens to the left of Christian Brown, who drops back. It's too big. Out of the hands. Couldn't find Stern.
Yeah, Indianapolis there, if you saw that defense, they just totally overloaded that right-hand side, putting pressure on Chris Brown. And you're right, this Legion offense has just stalled. I don't think the Ramblers knew what they needed to do in the first quarter, and then they just reconfigured, and their defense is just on point now.
Brown will try it again. That's caught. Broke 2 tackles. He's gone. See you later, Kendra Wells. Down to the 20. No one in Cooey. And Vancouver, as soon as they lost it, they take the lead back.
Kendra Wells, great job. She was man-to-man coverage and took a hit as soon as she caught the ball, but was able to break the tackle of both those defenders to be able to pick up 6 yards on a fantastic catch and run.
Well, my goodness, Mickey, this game has lifted off in this third quarter. We're definitely watching 2 teams that are on the precipice of the playoffs try and battle it out to get the advantage. And it's just back and forth now. Kendra Wells is having a spectacular night. 2 scores for her on the evening. And that's going to be played as one of the plays of the week.
And that was officially a 75-yard touchdown catch for Kendra Wells. She's currently got 138 yards, averaging 28 yards per reception. That's an insane average for anybody in the league.
I think it may have been slightly inflated by that 75-yard reception, but I might be wrong. Devin Lloyd up to the 25 on that return in Indianapolis. Basically, as soon as they stepped off the field, they're back on it.
And the one thing that's going to happen with Indianapolis' offense is, you're right, they didn't really get a breather. That last drive for the Legion was only 2 plays, and one of them was that big touchdown catch by Wells. So this offense is still gassed from their long drive last time.
There we go, 4 wide to start off with for Indianapolis. Aggressive offensive structure to start the second half. Colin Pierce rolls out, looks across his body, caught by Rob Hunt for a first down. That's his first catch of the night. And there you go, Vancouver's quarterback Christian Brown's last touchdown is his longest pass this season officially. I'm sure that comes as no surprise to anyone watching. It was a huge, huge play.
Oh, absolutely. And again, it was only 2 yards. So besides the fact that the Ramblers offense just didn't get a break, this Legion defense didn't get a break either.
That's a great point. It's maybe they counteract or cancel each other out. But and officially, Kendra Wells has her 4K23 career high with 140 yards tonight. That too is not a shock. That handoff, Tino Sosa, it's his best run of the night.
Tino Sosa right there, going off tackle to the left-hand side, finding the hole, picking up 5 yards. You pick up 5 yards every play, you're going to make it easy to march down this field.
Joker set on 2nd and 5. Playbook open again here for the Ramblers. Handoff to the far side. Christian Pearce got through one, but Drew Hamilton was able to get there and stop it, but not before he got the first down.
This is what I'm saying. Indianapolis right now is doing a great job utilizing every single one of their rushers. Their 4 main running backs, each one of them has touched the ball so far, and including they're spreading the wealth amongst their receivers as well.
Handoff up the middle. Sosa again, that's 7, so he continues to get the momentum rolling, and Indianapolis keeps it moving.
And this 1-2 combo in the backfield with the running backs with the Ramblers is just great right now. They're definitely picking up all the yards that they need. They're being able to get closer and closer to the end zone every time they hand the ball off.
Handoff far side. Pierce. Still Pierce. Mark Lopez dragged him down, but a great run from Christian Pierce. He ran about 15 yards, but picked up 5.
Just a great job. That's 1 tackle missed. That's 2. That's 2, 3 tackles missed. And then here comes Mark Lopez in from the free safety position to stop Christian Pierce from running the ball.
Here we go again. Same spot that we were at not long ago. Indianapolis on the cusp of the red zone with a fresh set of downs. Handoff. Tino Sosa trying to get free. Picks up 7.
And I got to give the credit to the Ramblers coaching staff right now, because here's what they're doing. They're switching in Pierce and Sosa every other play to give them a break. It looks like their game plan right now is to rush the ball. And as long as their running back has fresh legs, giving them a break that they're not in there every play, they're doing it. It's a great job right now.
Back to it. Pierce. That time he's met. Good defensive read from Farnsey, and that makes sure that got nowhere.
And now we're coming up to a 3rd and 4 just outside of the red zone. They're definitely in field goal range here, but it might be time for Colin to throw the ball, pick up a first down here.
It's a big play and a decision time here for Indy. Pierce will throw. Zips it. Too big for Banfield. There was plenty of coverage in the vicinity. Lucky that wasn't picked off. Indianapolis still within field goal range.
You're right there, Jacob. Banfield there was double covered. Not the smartest read there by Pierce. But now we got top keeper coming in to potentially tie this ball game.
It's a 42-yard attempt for Kiefer. Swings it left to right. Has it got enough purchase? It does, and we're tied at 17 apiece.
Just like we saw Tubin before, taking it from right to left, top, left to right, through the uprights, just getting it inside. And looks like he had enough leg to go for over 50 on that field goal.
Definitely looked like he had plenty more left in that one. Maybe a bit of practice in case he needs to hit a bigger one later on in the game. It certainly looks like that could be a real possibility. But Vancouver about to return. This is the first time the game has been tied since we kicked it off. And it's returned fairly well up the middle to the 80. And we've got an injury on the play. One of the backups for Indianapolis has gone down. That's their 2nd injury. And we'll take a look at the team stats here. Pretty even across the board, Mickey.
Very even. But I think the big thing that you have to look at is the passing yards by Vancouver and the rushing yards by Indianapolis. As you see, it swings in the favor of those two teams. And that's really been their main focus all game long so far.
First and 10, starting at the 29. Twins to Brown's right, offset eye to the left. Handoff, short side, Pseudo Nakai picks up 3.
And that's a great job by Nakai, just being able to find the hole, picking up 3 yards. 2nd and 7 here for the Legion. They're not going for the big plays. They got their one big play before from Kendra Wells. But now they're just going to methodically move that ball down the field to be able to try to get into scoring range.
Handoff up the middle. Redford that time, and he gets a bit more yardage than Nakai did and gets it close to the first down marker. And get this, Mickey, I mean, we had a feeling that pass from Christian Pearce was the longest of his season. That's almost double what his previous season long was at 37. Now officially 75. His longest of season 22. 3rd down and short, handoff up the middle. Pseudo Nakai, as comfortable as you like, picks up the first down.
And it looks like the Legion's taking a play out of Indianapolis' playbook, being able to switch in Redford and Nakai every other play to make sure that there's a running back there with fresher legs.
Just a tick over 2 minutes left in the third. Fresh set of downs for Vancouver. Brown drops back. Short throw incomplete. Looked for the hot hand in Kendra Wells, but Jermaine Menafield was all over that one.
And Menafield, the man of the defensive hour right now, is right there on great coverage, especially covering Kendra Wells, who's just been hot all game.
Absolutely. It's been a career night for Kendra. 2nd and 10 though. Twins again. This time they'll motion Wells from the bottom to the top. Brown drops back. Couple of steps. Oh, Killian, great grab. McRae finished him up. It's a tough spot. Was there an injury, or did they give Brett Killian the first down? Appears to be the latter.
Looks like they're giving Killian a first down there, but I'm not too sure that he was able to make the line to gain. Don't be surprised if the Ramblers throw the red flag here to challenge the spot.
Doesn't appear they will. That's why I had to check myself and see if there was an injury, because it looked like it was a tough spot. But Killian with a first down. Brown drops back. That was again thrown in that direction. Another good tip. Killian, 2 straight targets, couldn't come up with that one. And now we have an injury, and it's an absolute disaster. Jermaine Menafield, who has been the best on field tonight so far, in my opinion, has gone down.
We have been calling Menafield's name all night. A fumble recovery, a key interception as the Legion was driving at the goal line. Him going down is going to be a big blow to this Ramblers defense.
This game's descending into madness all of a sudden. 2nd and 10 now. Vancouver in an offset eye. Brown drops back. Good protection. Caught downfield. Played it between the numbers. And it's a first down grab for Sawyer Stern.
And Sawyer Stern listed as a fullback on the roster, but he has been key in the Legion passing game all night. I don't think he has any rushing yards. He does not so far, but he has caught 2-3 balls already tonight, including that big first down there.
Well, they've done that a heap as well, where they've put him in as a tight end in favour of Stephen McMichaels and the rest of the tight ends on this depth chart. But he has not looked out of place at all. Twins to the bottom. Handoff, though, will go up the middle to Pseudo Nakai. And again, Indianapolis' defense is stout against the run.
And this is when Indianapolis' defense is very, very tough once you get into the red zone. The 2 scores so far, 2 touchdowns by the Legion, have been big plays to Kendra Wells. None of them have been short and within the 25 or inside the red zone at all tonight.
Jokers look, they go for another carry. That time Redford spins out of 1 and held on. Ernest McRae did well. Prevents it from a first down and could have been potentially more.
Ernest McRae coming in from that cornerback slot, just seeing that run and knew exactly where the yard to gain was and decided they're not going to get there. Let's make this tough for them.
Could be the last play of the quarter. Handoff up the middle. Nakai picks up a first down. Vancouver keeps it moving.
And we're running down to the end of the third quarter, but this is great field position for the Legion.
We'll be back after station identification for a huge third quarter. Scores tied at 7 apiece between Vancouver and Indianapolis.
The Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
Jermaine Manifield here, probable to return with a potential shoulder injury. We'll keep an eye out for that one as we progress through the fourth quarter. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your music and projects, visit apmmusic.com. Huge fourth quarter here. Brown drops back, zips it short, caught for a gain of about 4. And Kendra Wells gets another catch. Melodious Manning in on the tackle.
Yeah, great job there. Again, they're being a little methodical here. And do have to say, Jacob, as we start the fourth quarter, get your 4s, your 12s, your 86s, and 68s in the chat right now.
Good call. I was glad you got to that after the ad read. Definitely throw those out in there. Handoff up the middle. Radford couldn't get through. Good defensive effort up front from Adam Wiseman to prevent that from being more than it was.
And the last time the Legion were here inside the 10-yard line, an ill-advised throw by Christian Brown was the result of an interception. Let's see here at 3rd and 4 if they'll do the same.
Huge play coming up here. Brown will drop back. Pressure got there. Caught! Wow! What a throw! He found BK12 at the stripe, and Vancouver takes the lead back.
Brett Killian, surrounded by red jerseys, just over that goal line, picks up 6 for the Legion, giving them back the lead. As you see, Matthews, 2 other red jerseys, all in the area, and just did a great job catching the ball, retaining possession to put the Legion up.
It's the game that keeps on giving tonight. It's the third touchdown through the air for Christian Brown. Found Wells twice, has now found Killian for a score, and the advantage kicks back out to 7.
Now let's see if the Ramblers can retaliate here. It's been a seesaw game. I mean, the largest lead we've had has been 10-0 to start the game when the Ramblers offense just couldn't get anything going. But now that the Ramblers are able to drive down the field, let's see if they can go down and put another 6 on the board.
Here we go. Jeff Banfield, now the returner, picks it up at the 33, and Indianapolis will look to get back to it. It's going to be a turbulent finish to this game. Two teams trying to extend their records out to a 5-win margin with 3 games left in the regular season. Whoever wins tonight is going to get an advantage in their respective divisions. 3 touchdown passes is a 4K23 era high for Christian Brown. So it's been a night of record breaking for the Vancouver offense. Fresh set of downs here for Indianapolis. Short drop back from Pierce. Oh, that was risky. Trying to find Rob Hunt over the middle. And the pass was overthrown.
And just a quick release there by Pierce. But it looked like him and the receiver just weren't on the same page there.
Brown to go, Pierce rather, to go back to it after the incompletion. 3 wide, split backfield. Drops back, good protection from Marlowe. Looks deep, that's incomplete again. Looking for Rob Hunt, couldn't find him. It's a bit hard not to find a 6'6" wide receiver on the inside, but he's managed to do it twice.
Rob Hunt had his hands all over the ball. It was just a great job by Vancouver's defense to just hit him as the ball was getting there, so he wasn't able to catch it.
There you go, Mark Lopez informing us that the second half, every drive has been a scoring drive. That's pretty impressive from both offenses. Pierce trying to keep it alive. He does. Keeps the streak going and finds Roosevelt for a first down.
Great catch there by Roosevelt, coming across on that post route, seeing man-to-man coverage. Zach Laywright was right there, right with him, just wasn't tight enough, and Roosevelt was able to pick up the first down here.
Twins to Pierce's left. Indy just past the 40 here. Now an offset eye look. Toss play outside. Christian Pierce. Pierce tried to get through. Good tackle though. Prevented it from being anything more than a 5-yard pickup on the outside from Mark Lopez.
But even 5 yards here, I mean, we're talking about 8 minutes left in the game. They're down by 7. 5 yards is still halfway to a first down. So just a great play on first down.
There's the reiteration of that stat. 4 drives, 4 scoring drives, 3 touchdowns and 1 field goal to make up so far this second half. It has been brilliant football here in the snake pit. That carry, though, from Sosa is met brilliantly up the middle by Marquise Reed.
Sosa right there. He just got hammered. 2 white jerseys coming at him full speed. He was dead to rights there, and you can see that he went back 2 yards.
Another big third down needed here for Pierce. He will roll out. Protection was brilliant from the edge, and Rob Hunt has reeled it in. That is a spectacular play from the Indianapolis offense.
Rob Hunt missed the first one that was thrown to him on this drive. Missed the second one barely that was thrown to him this drive. But this big third down play, he said, toss me the ball, Colin. I've got you. And he picked up a huge first down to keep this drive rolling.
And you got to give credit to Christian Pierce, who saved the day, who picked up the block on one of the linemen, about a difference of about 70 pounds and maybe 6 inches of height, and somehow kept the play alive. Pierce on the move, rolls out again. Harleman had to pick up a block, fires it across the middle. It's caught by Roosevelt. What a play again.
Another great play, and to bring to your point about what Christian Pierce, Joel Harleman back there, picking up a blitzing defensive end to be able to give Colin Pierce that extra second to be able to throw the ball.
That is another big block from one of their backs. Playing well above their means at the moment. Roosevelt caught that with one hand. That was pretty impressive. And it just keeps this drive going. It was threatened to be stifled twice on third down, and they've had 2 big conversions. And now they're in the red zone. Offset eye. Pierce run up the middle for Christian. Bowls over one man. It's only going to result in 2. Christian put a good move on, but doesn't amount to much.
Oh, I hope Marquise Reed is okay, because Christian Pierce just put a tattoo on his chest to pick up 2 yards.
Poor. Be feeling that one tomorrow. Right. A rib rattler there from Christian Pierce. Another handoff. Up the middle. Sosa. Sosa tried to break free. Good tackle, though. Saves the day. Made by Lopez again.
Again, this running 1-2 combo by the Ramblers, they have just been producing all night long. Christian Pierce, obviously, oh, absolutely. And again, you've got to give all the credit to the Ramblers' front 5 right there, too, because if it's not for their blocking, those 1-2 running backs can't pick up the yardage.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I just want to make sure I got highlighted. That was a really impressive effort from the left-hand side of that line for Indianapolis. Banfield in motion, 8 out from the goal line. Can Indianapolis execute off a completely really good drive? Pierce drops back, great coverage. Roosevelt, he's pinned at the 1.
Oh, Roosevelt knew he was going to get hit, knew he had a defender, could hear the tiptoes, but kept his composure, caught the ball. Now, prime position, you can do whatever you want. 2nd and goal, hand the ball off to Pierce, throw the ball to Banfield, throw the ball to Roosevelt. You're pretty much right there.
Hand off Christian Pierce. Can he get there? He did! Broke the tackle, and Christian Pierce is going to tie it up.
Oh, Christian Pierce, that stiff arm was nasty. You turned around. You were dead to rights a yard back, but you said, nope, here's the hand. Take a look at it. I'm going in. I'm picking up 6, and we're going to tie this ball game right here, right now.
Oh, man. That was an incredible play from Christian Pierce on the goal line. We've got 5 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. I don't want it to end. This has been a spectacular second half of football, and we keep the streak going. 5 drives in the second half have all resulted in scores, 4 of which were touchdowns, as Tope Kiefer will knock over the extra point. Wow, what a game.
Well, you said you don't want this to end. If the game keeps going the way that it's going, we're going to get extra football tonight.
Double overtime, why not?
Let's do it.
There, Vancouver to receive the ball. These two offenses going back to back. Return from Lunar up to the 28 is stopped right there, and Cameron Irvine to give us an update from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Thank you, Jacob. Watch this play. Matt South gets crushed, and the ball goes right into Tigga Clay's hands just as Carolina was starting to take control. Tigga Clay's first career touchdown. Jacksonville's back in it, 21-14. Skyhawks late in the third. Back to you.
Wowee. Entertaining game on the other side of the block as well. I've got to keep an eye on both of these contests tonight. Vancouver now with their third possession of the half. Offset eye to the left, Twins to the top of the screen. Handoff will go to Nakai, and he will pick up 6. Good carry from Sudo. These two backs have been efficient tonight for Vancouver.
And they need to be efficient right now. Vancouver, with this win, they go 5-4. Depending on if San Diego wins or loses, Vancouver may be first place in the Pacific and puts them in a spot to go to the playoffs.
Yeah, it's got massive implications for both of these outfits. Handoff at the middle. Redford got free. That was really good from Robert Redford. Just too quick for the Indianapolis front seven. And Jermaine Manifield, who is back out there on the field, huge for Indy, comes up with a play there.
And the big thing that happens with that, with the Legion, the way they've been driving the ball, all they have to do is get into field goal range with very little time on the clock. They put 3 points on the board. They'll be able to win this game. The defense, the Ramblers defense, has to stop them here and now.
They're on the move well and truly. Handoff was botched from Colin. I'm going to get it eventually. Christian Brown, and Sudo Nakai, as a result, is dumped in the backfield by Ken Gaston Jr.
And that's what I was saying. The Ramblers defense has to step up here. This is a time when they have to be able to put a 3-and-out or just get a punt here so they can get the ball back to be the last ones with possession of the ball to put points up.
Short pass. Oh, incomplete. Not sure if he was looking for Wells or Lockett there. It might have been a miscommunication. And it means the Vancouver have to convert a 3rd and long.
This is a big play for both teams here. Tied up. 3:49 left. The Legion wants to continue this drive, but the Ramblers wants the balls back in their hands.
Ball stopped at 3:39. 4 wide for the Legion. Lockett moved in motion. There's now 2 on either side of Brown. Indianapolis play their DBs right back. Pierce rolls out. Unleashes. Oh, Luna trying to get fancy with it. In fact, it was McMichaels who stuck one hand up and tried to play magnet hands with the football, but it's incomplete, and Vancouver will be forced to punt.
And Christian Brown there just overthrew McMichaels. If he was just threw that about 3 inches lower, McMichaels would have gotten that ball and it would have been a first down.
Is that the turning point? Punt sails away. Fielded just past the 20 by Lloyd. And he's spotted at the 25, and that's where Indianapolis will take over. So that I don't forget it, let's talk about what's happening tomorrow. If you are still in need of some football action tomorrow night, Cameron Irvine and Mike O'Neill will be on the Monday Night Spectacular crew. Beforehand, to go through this week in the SFL, taking you around the league in 60 minutes at 17:15 p.m. Eastern. And then at 8:15, the 4-3 San Diego Mavericks will battle with the 4-4 Seattle Nemesis for a critical battle between playoff hopefuls. And handoff up the middle by Pierce, picks up 6 to get a sneak peek at next week's schedule. And for everything else, visit Simulationfl.net rather. And Mickey, you talked about that game for San Diego, the game in hand that they have in the Pacific Division. That's really important for Vancouver, but they must focus on the task at hand here now in the Snake Pit. Tie game. Indianapolis driving for the lead. Handoff outside. Sosa got whacked, but not before he got the first down.
Oh, great job by Sosa. He knew exactly where he had to go to get the first down. He also knew he had that outside linebacker coming out to get him, but he knew he had to make that line to game. This now is Indianapolis' game to either win or lose.
Veteran play from the rookie. And the Ramblers have a fresh set of downs. Pierce has nowhere to go. Vancouver throws their entire defense at him, and Bobo Caudill comes up with the tackle.
Bobo Caudill has been on every play that has resulted in at least either 1, 2, or negative yards there. He's just a beast on the line.
Second and 10. Nice spread for Pierce. Rolls around, rolls out. He's going to rush it. Colin Pierce took out a Vancouver defender with his legs and picks up 7.
I heard that, Jacob. You almost did the same mistake I did, but you corrected yourself.
I know.
But you corrected yourself. But again, Colin Pierce there, just knowing when he has to run the ball. Great job. It's now 3rd and short instead of a 3rd and long situation.
I did it the first time. That's what brought you to saying it, I think. And off outside. That time it's Christian, and he's stuffed. Vancouver gets the stop. Josh Farnsey in there to make the play.
I said it before. I believe Farnsey is doing nothing but shadow Christian Pierce. Every time Pierce has got the ball, Farnsey is there.
2-minute warning. It is a grandstand finish here in the Snake Pit. Indianapolis set to punt this one away, and Vancouver are going to have the next shot at trying to take the lead in the most critical of times possible. Philip Defield needs to pin this one in a corner somewhere. It's going to go straight down the gut. It's a good kick at that, and it's fielded at the 25 by Pseudo Nakai, who's had that responsibility all night, and that's where Vancouver will take over.
I think Philip DeField's nickname is Flip because that's exactly what he did. He flipped the field right there to make sure that the Legion has a long way to go.
Now I get it. I didn't understand that name, and now I think I understand it. Shows how much I'm paying attention. There you go. I've got a kick out of that now. Offset eye. Spread receivers for Vancouver. Big moment in the game. Brown throws it to the backfield. Radford, great open field tackle from Ken Gaston Jr. He's been huge tonight.
Ken Gaston Jr. He has been. We've called his name numerous times. And now, within 2 minutes, this is when he has to come up big.
Offset eye again. Twins look to Brown's right. Man coverage look here from Indianapolis. Early throw. Incomplete. Double coverage was solid on this early side of the field. Rick Evans in on that stop.
And I didn't get a number on it, but there was somebody blitzing from the left-hand side of the defense coming in. If Christian Brown didn't let go of the ball, that was going to be a sack for sure.
Keeps it alive for now, and it's 3rd and 10. 4 wide. 3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Cook keep an eye on that matchup. Wells and Minifield again. Brown rolls out. Had McRae chasing him, and he's unleashed it downfield. Caught for a first down by Nick Lockett.
Nick Lockett, towards the early parts of this game, he just couldn't hold on to the ball. But since the second half, he has been key in this passing offense for the Legion. He's just catching balls left and right, being able to pick up first downs when needed.
Vancouver play it patiently. They don't need a touchdown here to win the game. Brown drops back. Good blocking up front. Caught for a first down and then some Brought downfield, McRae saved the touchdown, but Wells continues her immense night.
Just add more yards to this career game for Kendra Wells. Great job getting it down to the 34-yard line. Now, this is still a little bit, a 36-yard line, excuse me. It's still a far kick for a chance to win, but they just need a few more yards. They don't even need a first down here. Need to get it to about the 30, and they could put 3 points and win this game.
Imagine they'll run it here. They will. Up the middle. Redford. Still Redford. Great run. That could be a game winner. They'll go hurry up here, Low. Look out. What have they got planned? They're at the 25. They don't need to do anything spectacular. Brown will throw it. Short throw caught. And he's got a good chunk of yardage, and there's the timeout. He took a gamble, Christian Brown, but it'll make it much more comfortable for Chance to win, to split the uprights and give Vancouver a lead.
Well, this is a chance to win for Chance to win, let me tell you. He's just got to, like you said, split the uprights, put 3 on the board, leaving only 3 seconds for Ramblers for possibly a kickoff return.
To win for the lead, left to right, he's got it! Chance to wins, left 3 seconds on the clock for Indianapolis to potentially save the game.
This has been some game, Jacob, let me tell you. From the start to the finish, there's been nothing but excitement. We thought this was going to be low scoring, seeing 10-0 in the first, 10-3 at the end of the first half. This second half has been electric.
Chance to win just probably wants to put this one somewhere in the field of play. Which means, and he won't, he will... Oh, it's returned, look out! Banfield wants the last say. Banfield runs it up. He won't get it to anywhere near the house. Vancouver are going to take it home, and they're going to get to a 5-4 record. And as I always say, game, set, bingo. The Legion are picking it up to 5-4, and they have a chance with tomorrow's result in mind to take over the Pacific Division with 3 games to go.
Great game here. I mean, just you had one standout player this entire game, and if I had to give a game ball out, it's going to Kendra Wells. She had 175 of Christian Brown's 300 yards on this game. Not to mention, she had a career game with those numbers, 2 touchdowns, and that long, huge 75-yard touchdown reception.
Huge game. Indianapolis, their defense held well when it needed to, but the Legion continued to find a resolution, and they will pick up the win here on the road. A huge win that puts them in position to potentially make the playoffs in a few weeks' time. Be back tomorrow night. We'll uncover all of the weekend's action on the SFL, or this weekend in the SFL, I should say, with Mike O'Neill and Cameron Irvine, followed by what should be a blockbuster in the Pacific Division between the 4-4 Seattle Nemesis and the 4-3 San Diego Mavericks. It's a huge one. Make sure you're around for it on Monday night at 8:15 Eastern. Until then, we say so long. Thank you for tuning in tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow night for another incredible night of SFL action. Take care and good night.